Welcome back. We've talked about your journey into industrial AI, explored what the industry is really like, and heard some fascinating stories from real AI deployments in factories. Now I'd like to make this profession feel even more real. Instead of asking the usual question, what does your day look like? I'd like you to walk us through yesterday, hour by hour. What does a typical day in the life of an industrial AI startup founder actually look like?
I love this question because every day is different. Yesterday started around 6:30 in the morning. The first thing I checked wasn't my email. It was our AI monitoring dashboard. We have AI systems running in several manufacturing plants, so every morning I review overnight reports. I look at questions like, did any AI models report unusual behavior? Were there any unexpected prediction errors? Did inference times increase? Did any edge devices lose connectivity? Did any production line experience abnormal events? Fortunately, everything looked healthy. One inspection system had detected an unusually high number of product defects during the night shift. Instead of assuming the AI was wrong, we flagged it for investigation. That mindset is very important. Industrial AI engineers don't blindly trust the model and they don't immediately blame it either. They investigate.
That's interesting. So, your day begins with understanding how AI systems are performing in the real world.
Exactly. Building the model is only one part of the job. Once the model is deployed, monitoring becomes just as important. Industrial environments constantly change, and our AI systems need to remain reliable under those changing conditions.
What happened after you reached the office?
Around 9 a.m., our team held a daily stand up meeting. Our computer vision engineers shared updates on a new defect detection model. The data engineering team discussed improvements to our industrial data pipeline. One machine learning engineer reported progress on a predictive maintenance project. Our ML ops engineer reviewed yesterday's deployment metrics. Meanwhile, our industrial automation specialist explained changes happening at one of our customer sites. One thing many people don't realize is that industrial AI teams are incredibly multidisciplinary. Data scientists, software engineers, industrial automation engineers, cloud engineers, manufacturing specialists, computer vision experts, ML ops engineers. Everyone contributes a different piece of the solution.
That sounds very similar to how modern factories operate. Different specialists working together toward one goal.
Exactly. Industrial AI succeeds because different kinds of expertise come together. Artificial intelligence alone isn't enough. Industrial knowledge is equally important.
What came next yesterday?
Around 10 a.m., I joined a meeting with one of our manufacturing customers. They had noticed that our computer vision system was identifying slightly more defects than usual. Instead of immediately adjusting the AI model, we visited the production line. Within 20 minutes, we found the real cause. A new supplier had started providing raw materials with a slightly different surface finish. The AI was correctly identifying visual differences. The production process had changed. The model simply needed additional examples representing the new material. That experience reinforced something we often tell new engineers. Before changing the AI, understand what changed in the real world.
That's another great example of solving the right problem.
Exactly. Artificial intelligence doesn't operate in isolation. Factories evolve, machines wear, materials change, operators improve processes. AI systems need to evolve alongside them.
What happened during the afternoon?
Around 1:30 p.m., our data engineering team prepared a new dataset for model training. Many beginners imagine AI engineers spending all day designing algorithms. In reality, we spend a surprising amount of time working with data. Yesterday, we reviewed sensor readings from industrial machines. We removed duplicate records, corrected missing values, verified timestamps, aligned production events, labeled unusual operating conditions. Only after preparing the data carefully did we begin retraining the machine learning model. Good AI starts with good data. That lesson never changes.
How much of your day involves writing code?
Quite a bit, but perhaps less than people expect. Some days I build machine learning pipelines, other days I review Python code, sometimes I improve API performance. Occasionally I optimize SQL queries. Yesterday I reviewed code responsible for deploying AI models to edge devices. Industrial AI engineers often work across multiple technologies because AI solutions are complete software systems, not just machine learning notebooks.
You've mentioned Edge AI several times today. Did you work with it yesterday?
Yes, around 3 p.m., we tested an updated computer vision model on an industrial edge device installed beside a production line. Running AI at the edge allows decisions to happen immediately. Images don't need to travel to distant cloud servers before defects are detected. That reduces latency and improves reliability. During testing, we measured prediction accuracy, inference speed, CPU utilization, memory consumption, temperature of the edge device. A model isn't considered production ready until it performs reliably under realistic operating conditions.
That sounds much more comprehensive than simply checking whether predictions are correct.
Exactly. A highly accurate model isn't useful if it can't operate fast enough for the production line. Engineering always balances accuracy, speed, reliability, and maintainability.
What happened later in the day?
Around 4:30 p.m., our ML ops team reviewed deployment metrics. We checked whether prediction accuracy had changed since the previous model version, compared production performance, reviewed automated alerts, verified that rollback procedures were working. ML ops has become one of the most important parts of industrial AI. Deploying a model is no longer the finish line. It's the beginning of continuous improvement.
As the founder of a startup, your role must involve much more than engineering.
Absolutely. Around 5:30 p.m., I met with a potential customer. Interestingly, they didn't ask about deep learning architectures or optimization algorithms. They asked questions like, can your AI reduce downtime? Can it improve product quality? How quickly will we see measurable results? How easy is it for our operators to use? Can it integrate with our existing factory systems? That reminded me of something I've learned over the years. Customers don't buy artificial intelligence, they buy better outcomes. AI is simply the tool that helps deliver those outcomes.
That's an important distinction. Technology supports business goals, it isn't the goal itself.
Exactly. Successful industrial AI projects begin by understanding operational challenges. Only then do we choose the right technologies.
Before we finish this segment, what's the most rewarding part of your day?
Seeing AI genuinely help people. When a maintenance engineer prevents an expensive machine failure because our predictive maintenance system identified early warning signs, when a quality engineer discovers tiny defects before products reach customers, when production managers make better decisions using AI powered insights, those moments remind our team why we chose this profession. Industrial AI isn't about impressive algorithms, it's about solving meaningful industrial problems.
That's a wonderful way to end today's discussion. We've learned that the life of an industrial AI engineer involves much more than building machine learning models. It's about understanding industries, preparing data, collaborating across disciplines, deploying reliable AI systems, monitoring performance, and continuously improving solutions that make factories safer, smarter, and more efficient. In our next segment, we'll look ahead. How will artificial intelligence reshape manufacturing over the next decade? What new careers will emerge? How will generative AI, edge AI, digital twins, and autonomous industrial systems evolve? And where are the biggest startup opportunities waiting to be explored? Stay with us for part 5.